Imagine this. You buy expensive wood for your deck, expecting it to last. 3 years later, it's gray, soft, cracked, and starting to rot at the edges. The screws are loose, the boards feel spongy, and you realize the truth. Modern wood doesn't last. Meanwhile, medieval half-timber bird houses built 500 or even 700 years ago are still standing with their beams intact. The obvious question is why? Why can Tiwi keep a fence alive for 5 years when our ancestors built wooden structures that survived storms, winters, fires, and time itself? The answer isn't magic, and it's not nostalgia. It's a lost craft. A simple, natural method that protected wood for centuries. Linseed oil. And not just any linseed oil from a hardware store, but linseed oil prepared and applied the way craftsmen once did it. Today, wood is treated as disposable. Deck boards last a few seasons. Fences need replacing. Garden furniture comes with a built-in expiration date. But in the past, wood wasn't consumed, it was inherited. A beam wasn't a product, it was a generational investment. The reason our wood fails today is twofold. First, modern timber is grown fast. Trees that once took 80 or 100 years to mature now reach full height in 20. Fast growth produces wide growth rings, soft fibers, and a loose cellular structure. In other words, porous wood. Porous wood drinks water like a sponge, swells, shrinks, cracks, and becomes a paradise for fungi. Your deck isn't failing because you did something wrong. It's failing because modern forestry optimized for speed, not longevity. Second, the solutions sold to us often make the problem worse. Pressure-treated lumber is pumped full of biocides, copper compounds, chromium, and other chemicals. They delay rot, yes, but they also leach into the soil. They corrode your screws, forcing you to buy expensive stainless hardware. And after a few years, when the chemicals wash out, you're left with weakened timber that has to be disposed of as hazardous waste. The industry profits, the environment absorbs the damage, and you start all over again. But medieval builders didn't have chemicals. They didn't have pressure chambers. They didn't have corporate preservatives. Yet their wooden houses, barns, tools, wagons, and ships endured. They understood something modern construction ignores. Wood doesn't need to be sealed tight like plastic. It needs to breathe. It needs to repel liquid water, but allow vapor to pass. It needs flexibility and nourishment, not suffocation. Their solution was elegant. Linseed oil pressed from flax seeds, a plant humans have cultivated since the dawn of agriculture. Vikings soaked their ship planks in linseed oil. German carpenters treated beams with it. Farmers rubbed it into wagon wheels, shovel handles, doors, and gates. They trusted it because it worked. Archaeologists examining Viking wood finds can still detect residual oil in fibers that have been buried for a millennium. The treatment lasted because the oil didn't just coat the wood, it became part of it. Understanding why linseed oil works starts with its chemistry. Unlike kitchen oils, linseed oil is a drying oil. When exposed to oxygen, it oxidizes and polymerizes. Its molecules form long chains, creating a natural, flexible, protective layer inside the wood's fibers. The surface remains breathable, but rainwater beads right off. Fungi can't penetrate, and insects avoid it. It is not a sealant, it is a transformation. But here's the catch. Not all linseed oil is the same. Raw linseed oil, the kind sold cheaply, dries painfully slowly. It can stay sticky for months. Dust clings to it. In some cases, it even becomes rancid before it hardens. Medieval craftsmen knew this, so they heated it gently, patiently turning it into what we now call boiled linseed oil. True boiled linseed oil is thicker, richer, and faster drying. However, most hardware store boiled linseed oil is not boiled at all. It's raw oil mixed with metal drying agents. It dries quickly, but the chemistry and durability are just not the same. Traditional boiled oil was heated for hours, changing its molecular structure and improving its penetration and polymerization. Craftsmen guarded their recipes. Some added resins, some added wax, some adjusted viscosity, depending on the climate. But all agreed on this: properly prepared linseed oil is one of the most reliable wood protectors ever discovered. Now let's talk about application, because this is where almost everyone today makes mistakes. People slather on a thick coat, wait for it to dry, and wonder why it stays sticky or patchy. Thick layers fail because linseed oil hardens from the outside in. If the surface seals before oxygen can reach the inner layer, you're left with a gummy mess. Medieval craftsmen understood the rule: many thin coats, never one thick one. Here is the exact method that protected wood for centuries. Start with preparation. New wood must be sanded. Old, weathered wood must be cleaned. Any gray fibers need to be removed because they block absorption. And the oil must be warmed, not hot, just warm, to improve penetration. Medieval builders left their oil jars near a fire or in the sun. You can simply use a warm water bath. Now for the first coat. This coat must be thin and penetrating. Mix 1 part turpentine with 3 parts linseed oil. Turpentine, ideally real balsam turpentine from pine resin, thins the oil and carries it deep into the wood. Brush it on generously. Focus especially on end grain, the ends of boards which are like open straws. They'll drink the oil right up. Let the mixture sit for about 20 minutes. Then, and this is crucial, wipe off every single bit of excess oil. The wood should look fed, not glossy. The second coat is applied before the first is fully dry. This is the old wet and wet technique. The second layer partially dissolves the first, bonding into a single, deeper treatment. Use less turpentine this time. Brush it on, wait, then wipe it all off again. After that, patience. Let each thin layer cure fully. Warm weather speeds the process. Humidity slows it down. 3 to 4 coats will produce a finish that can last for decades. Every coat strengthens the polymer network inside the wood. For a perfect final touch, use beeswax. Melt beeswax into warm turpentine or oil until you have a creamy paste, then rub it into the cured wood. This adds a soft sheen, extra water resistance, and a beautiful feel. Medieval builders loved this step because it made tools comfortable to hold and made timber glow with richness. A properly waxed and oiled beam doesn't just look good, it radiates craftsmanship. Safety is absolutely essential here. Linseed oil rags can spontaneously combust as they oxidize. Medieval builders knew this too. Always lay your oil-soaked rags out flat to dry. Submerge them completely in water, or burn them safely. Never, ever toss them in a pile. So what do you get in the end? Wood that lasts not for a few seasons, but for decades. A finish that is non-toxic, environmentally harmless, and beautiful. A method so simple and inexpensive that you can treat an entire deck for the cost of a single bucket of hardware store preservative.